Hey guys, Techie here, and today we're going to talk about the latest addition to the tabletop game. Which, if you guys aren't watching it already, we've just passed episode 20. The previous video is episode 20, okay? So, it's been going for a long time now. So anyway, let's talk about our newest character, Mona. Or Mona-Tron. Or, well, Monica the Robot. It should be plainly obvious where I got inspiration for this character. I am a big fan of Doki Doki Literature Club. I mean, I don't follow all the theories and all that, I just really enjoyed the game. I thought it was a really good horror game because of what it actually tried to do. So anyway, and yes, before anyone goes, oi, spoilers, it literally tells you when you boot up the game, okay? And it's free, so go play it, guys, if you haven't already. But I based this character off the character Monica, which, she's kind of an antagonist in that, and I kind of counted on the players maybe reacting to that, or maybe not reacting. I'm willing to bet I fooled no one with this character, but I still had fun. And that's the main thing, having fun with the character. Anyway, the reason why I designed Mona this way, I'm calling her Mona just for short, is because I recently was reminded of the Mega Man Zero series and the Cyber Fairies, and I kind of wanted to mess around with the idea of maybe introducing an alien into the tabletop game. Maybe give, like, just a bit of interest, a bit of intrigue, and just to show that the universe is a bit bigger than just humans and Cybertronians. And, yeah, the Cyber Fairies in Mega Man Zero were basically Reploids that have lost their bodies, so they exist now as spirits that, you know, kind of look like fairies. I kind of wanted to focus on this kind of alien-esque figure. Now, that said, to start with, I did think of making Mona into a car, you know, kind of pun on her name, Mono Car, but one, that was a bit too on the nose, and I wanted this character to be someone that the players were going to have trouble kind of trusting because she looked so different. And I think I did ultimately achieve that. Even though both players didn't really fall for my red herring, they both were wary of this character. And that's still nice. It's nice when the players don't fall for your trap, but they're still aware of the trap. Because this footage is sped up and that, it does look like this design came together rather easily, but it was hours of solid work just trying to work out how the armor should look and how things fit together and how to integrate a school uniform into a robot figure, you know, into the robot body. It's actually surprisingly hard because you kind of sit there and go, well, robots can wear this armor, these plates. Why would they have fabric on top of that? Is that ever necessary? I mean, do we see Optimus Prime walking around in a trench coat? No. So, trying to sit there and make it make sense, or at least have parts of it be symbolic, is why I'm thankful I came up with the whole Cyber Fairy idea. Because then it'd be like, well, she has some clothing, but that could be just her choice. Maybe her actual body actually wore clothing. Maybe she took this body to look a bit more Cybertronian and just didn't quite nail the look. Or maybe she just really likes the schoolgirl skirt. On that note, I am terrible at skirts, okay? I completely botched this one up and we'll see later how I fix it. Yeah, I made it a bit too low on one side, so it's like 1 foot on one side and 2 foot on the other side of her hips, just sigh. I swear I can draw, honest. Some of you might wonder why the heck I gave her hair. Again, it was to tie into that whole alien thing. Cybertronians with hair aren't exactly a new-ish thing, but it's usually been like cords and such. You know, like a ponytail that's like a plug or something, but I kind of went, well, again, wanted that alien feel to her, so having her have hair that's like held in place by armor plates just seemed kind of just interesting to me. I would love to be able to tie my hair back and have these cool armor plates look around it. I think that would actually look kind of cool, but anyway, I'm going off on a tangent and completely missed the part where I masked off the hand. The program I use, you're going to put masking layers on folders, and I often use that to do just quick edits. It saves me having to go back and re-ink, re-sketch, re-everything, when I could just do basically a very quick photo manip. And oh yeah, I rubbed out her mouth because I have a bad habit of inking mouths in as part of the character, and well, what if I want her to have different expressions than that? Because now we're going on to the shading. Well, trying to. Her shading took a while because I was kind of sitting there going, I need a mix between soft shading and hard shading. You know, I needed her to look robotic, but I also needed her to look organic as well. Yeah, and you'll see that I do have different shading techniques for different materials. Like with metal, I'll use a bit of a, you know, blurred shading technique because light scatters over metal, whereas on fabric I might use a more direct technique because light only really catches on the seams. That said, I always use shine to help define shape a bit more, to give a bit more curve and a bit more, I don't know, hardness? Like, being able to see a solid edge just really helps emphasize the shape. Ah, here we go. Where I realized my mistake with the skirt and why her legs kept looking weird to me. Then I throw on a bit of a pink haze in the background before I do final checks. I like to check where the character's gonna be. So, obviously with the simulation that Retrowave's trapped in, I wanted it to have like this pink haze, so I needed to make sure she worked on a pink background, that she didn't blend into it. And of course, just some final checks, some little bits of cleanup, and there we go! Mona-Tron, or Mona, or whatever other name we come up with. Maybe we'll call her M, I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed creating this character. It was just a bit more different than the usual Cybertronian. And I feel like I am getting a bit better at some of these robotic characters. So anyway, do comment below, you know, especially if there's certain parts you wish I would talk about more, or less, or anything. And, well, with that, I've been Techie, you've been fantastic, and I'll see you next time.
And remember, everybody, like and subscribe for more content. And once again, remember, by controlling the web, I control the world. And transmission.